So let's talk about this week in hip hop history real quick. March 3rd, 1987, Boogie Down Productions released their first album called Criminal Minded. And this album should be mandatory for all fans of hip hop music to listen to. In fact, if you haven't heard this album yet, don't listen to anything else until you listen to this album. Next up, March 3rd, 1989, De La Soul released their freshman album called 3 Feet High and Rising. What's your favorite song by De La Soul? Drop a comment and let me know. Me, Myself, and I is only one of De La's many classics. Moving right along, March 5th, 1991, Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs released their debut album called Life of a Kid in the Ghetto. Ed O.G. is a longtime hip-hop representative of Boston, Massachusetts, and he worked with the likes of Premier and Pete Rock. March 7th, 1995, Nine released his debut album titled 9 Lives. And Nine is the raspy-voiced MC from the Bronx, New York, and he's one of those artists from hip-hop's mid-90s golden era that you don't want to sleep on. He has joints. This album is slept on. And last but not least, March 7th, 1995, Dr. Dre released the hit single, Keep Their Heads Ringing. And this song, of course, was the main single featured on the original motion picture soundtrack for Ice Cube's very first Friday movie. And that concludes this week in hip-hop history.